Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for another episode of the Magic the Gathering events. We're going to be playing another standard best of 3 event. This time we're going to be jamming Temur Fireballs. That's right, it's the deck everybody hates to play in digital Magic. It's by far the most miserable deck you can play on Arena and Magic Online. Why? Because of the clicking. It's not even very fun in real life because of all the shuffling. At least online we don't have to shuffle. But it's got way too many shuffle effects and way too many clicking online that it's miserable, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it for you. So this is the deck. This is based off a list that did pretty well at the 10K at the last RCQ, or at the last RC, Dallas RC. There was a side event, 10K. And this is Tristan Wild LaRue's list. So for those of you who don't know how the deck works, get out from under your rock, because it's been in standard for a while now. But basically, it uses all these fetch lands to pull out all the basics out of the deck. That allows Virtue of Strength to tap any basic for 3 mana, and you can just fireball somebody for a huge amount of damage. Early in the game, you're milling a bunch of lands, putting lands in the graveyard with Analyst. These lands sacrifice and put themselves in the yard. Analyst brings them all back. It's very easy to get to big mana, and then you World Soul's Rage, shoot people, Doppelgang, copy the board, crash the arena client, and get disconnected. That also happens. You have to be careful not to allow that to happen. You've got a Shigeki Turtle Loop in here to rebuy your win conditions and other stuff. Deluge is to dig through your deck and find what you need. Nissa goes off with all these ETB lands. It also finds you your Analysts. You've got some Fires of Victory and Ill-Timed Explosion to manage the creature decks, and then a bunch more stuff in the sideboard like Vampire's Vengeance against Boros, a Braid against specifically Unlicensed Hearse if people bring that in against you. You've got Pick Your Poison, same kind of thing, eating the Hearses, as well as really good against Esper Midrange. Negates and the Tyrannex and Thruns against Control. Basically, you take out the whole Fireball package and you try and bring in stuff that doesn't care about the graveyard. So this is the deck. We're going to run it through an event. I will see you in round 1. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 1. No fetch lands. That is bad. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to try this, I guess. We'll see what happens. Maybe my opponent thinks I'm on mono red aggro or something. Virtue of Strength also really nice. You can, buy back your creatures that die, buy back your Analysts, etc. Wow, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you are playing a lot of land in this deck, but it's 50% land, 30 lands. But you often draw the fetch lands. You don't draw all basics, usually. Oh, this is the cookies deck. Good. Let's see if we can smash these cookies. No. Okay. Bye-bye artifacts. Nice. Hopefully they have a Zoetic Glyph or whatever in their hand just rotting away. I'm probably going to do this first. Ooh. Yes. Sadly, we're not getting blue with this, which kind of sucks. That's okay. We will need more green at some point. Could Virtue back the land, but that seems silly. Let's pass. Setting up an Analyst into Activate Analyst. But my opponent's going to have to play some creatures here, and then maybe we get to explode them all away. We'll see. You beat more bosses in Elden Ring. Nice. Arena Direct. I don't know what that is. If I don't play mono blue, I deserve to suffer. It's okay. No, but as the rest, I played this deck a lot, so don't worry. You're not. It's fine. It's fine. Subterranean Schooner. I haven't seen that card in a minute. I guess we're gonna deeps here, even though it's not really the fetch land I want to copy. But you know what? More lands in the yard, more good, right? Something like that. We'll do this. Mill some cards. There's a blue source. All basics? Are you kidding? What is with us all? It's really annoying because then we're going to have these fetch lands that don't fetch anything. And it's going to affect our ability to, trigger Nissa and other stuff. Ridiculous how many basics I've found already, actually. It's kind of insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's more than half of them. There's 17 basics in the deck. Jeez. Big swings. I take it. Smoltron, how you doing? Terribly close match against Cookies today. Temur lands lost 1-2 because they're Cauldron. Ah, yeah, the Cauldron's good against us, for sure. Jite on top. Okay. Yeah, passive Graveyard Hate is really good. Like, this deck gets a lot worse when people are playing Graveyard Trespasser and Cauldron and Denick and... Well, Denick... I guess it's only World Soul's Rage getting lands out of the yard that Denick shuts down. But Denick not so much, but like Lord Skitter, you know, all this kind of stuff. Hard-hitting question. Dear God. Okay, let's get back the Analyst here. And playing Analyst again. Oh, yeah. I can just slam Virtue next turn, but I don't think I'm going to do that into their open mana. They're missing land drops over here. Probably just going to activate the Analyst here. Vegete. Sure. Got me. Yeah, World Soul's Rage put up to X. Oh, it doesn't. It does work. Oh, I thought Denick doesn't shut down. I thought it was target lands in your graveyard. Okay, never mind. Then I'm wrong. So Denick doesn't do anything, but you know what I mean. The passive Graveyard Hate. I said like Lord Skitter, Graveyard Trespasser, Cauldron. You know, things that just passively eat things from the graveyard. Obviously, are very good against you. But this is already to the point where we're doing some big things here. Should I just Virtue right now? What do they have to kill a Virtue in play? Anything? I don't want to get Tidebindered here, so I think I'm just going to do this now. Let's attack. Let's activate. And I'm just going to put all this into play. This will copy Brokers. That's for the echoing whatever. Sure, that should be the rest of our basics. Almost all of them out of our deck here, yeah. No more mountains. Yeah, we just have a couple forests and some islands left. Okay. Jam this. Draw some cards. Probably not going to... Oh. No. Okay, let's pass. We're at 20 life. We have infinite mana, so I just need to deluge into a fireball, and they lose. I don't know if they play negate in the main deck, but we shall see. Oh, Torf is crushing up to 21k. This Torf is on fire. Nice. Today's my day. You love it. Remember, all the games are live, everybody. It is casino day, so go ahead and enjoy yourself. We've got slots. There's roulette. There's gamba. Remember, you're using your wings to gamble. All the wings are free. You get them by sitting around and watching the subpar content on my channel. So enjoy. Use those wings here because you can't use them anywhere else. Great. Well, that gets... I guess I have one more land in the deck. I have so much mana here. 11, 12... Sorry, 11, 12, 15. So I have, yeah, 45 mana. Let's just deluge. We'll just look for Fireball to end this, I think. Dwarf goes all in and doubles up. There you go. I could take another one of these. I guess I'll take those. Not amazing. Can I please find a Fireball? Still have more than enough mana to slam Fireball. I could have played another Virtue there, but I just need to find one Fireball and this is over. 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, really? Okay, I guess so. 8, 9, 10, 11, so I have 33 mana still. I think it's just going to be another Deluge here. Okay. Thank you. And all of that. That's 24, 30. So let's go... to the face. Duel me? Nope, I am not dueling you guys. Okay, whatever. Yes, sure. Thank you. All right, game 2 here. Fireballs, giving them the business. What am I playing against? Oh, cookies. Right. Maybe Vengeance. A Braid is obviously good. Vampire's Vengeance is interesting. Sack an Artifact is not great. They have so many cheap artifacts. Doppelgang I don't need. I don't think I need the recursion with Sky Turtle, that's for sure. Maybe I'll keep it. I feel like Vampire's Vengeance is good. Fires of Victory? They'll cut one Nissa. Catching up with you. Superman with the fire emotes. Vampire don't do much? Why not? Oh, because their stuff is too big or something? I think their stuff is mostly small at first, but it does get big quickly. You don't think I should play it? They make 4/4s, but a lot of their stuff is small. Not every creature is a 4/4. Like, I can just kill a bunch of this stuff early, maybe. I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Let's see how bad it is. It could be. You could be right. It could be not worth it if I can't hit the small creatures before they grow. But sometimes, yeah, they'll make 4/4s with the guy, but the guy who makes the 4/4s dies to the vengeance, right? Yeah, the double red is rough. That's the problem, and you never want red early. Red is the third color in this. Green is number 1, blue is number 2, red is number 3. So you play only 4 mountains, where you're playing 6 islands and forests. Like, your double red is too much, I think, to have early with this deck. That's why you don't see it. Plus, having instant speed is good, because if against Imidane's Recruiter, that's really what the Vampire's Vengeance is for, is the Boros matchup, right? I will try this, I guess. Get green. Sure. You broke Waft Turtle? No. Oh, you won. There you go. Shutting Torf down. Torf is beating everybody. But then did he lose? Amnesia, how you doing? Yeah, give it back to Charlie. Nice. Waft Turtle's here. Yeah, your curse. There's the Soul Cauldron. Okay, sure. That's why we have a Braids. Well, let's not play our fetch lands just yet. I guess the next one I do need to find an island. Sure, that's fine. All lands, huh? Not a big surprise there. Let's see what we've got here. Opponent not wasting any time. Sure. Guess I should have jammed Spelunking there, but who cares? Yeah, maybe I should have played Spelunking instead. My bad. Yeah, I definitely should have played Spelunking. I don't know what I was thinking. Soul Guide Lantern. Oh yeah, maybe I should side. I'll go the anti-graveyard package here after this. Ill-timed. It's not good enough. No, let's discard Mountain. We'll hit that Surge Engine, and then next turn we can abrade the Agda Soul Cauldron and start getting back to work here. Sure. Up this guy up. There's a do-nothing that they probably have to keep on top because they need more pressure here. Yeah. They've got to keep this terrible... Like, this card's great on turn 1 when you go turn 1 into turn 2 artifact, turn 3 artifact, turn 4 artifact. But on turn 5 or 6, I don't know if I like that one. I don't know. I guess they have no choice here, but they should probably mill that. Okay, let's actually get a forest then in that case. I've got the second blue in hand here. Random Sentinel. Doing a bunch of damage to me. Hopefully find a way out of this soon. We shall see. I presume they're going to have negates and spell pierces, D-strokes, things like that, but they only have one colored mana. They kept a creature on top here, so if they play their creature, they can't counter anything. We'll see. Probably time for another ill-timed. Cat, how you doing? Waft Turtle, okay. Mow the yard? Oh, yeah, right. I keep forgetting you don't live in Vancouver. I was going to say, it's pouring rain outside. You're going to go mow the lawn? Right. Good luck. Stay hydrated. I know it's probably super hot there. Yep. Mapping it up. See if we can deluge. I'm going to have to discard a Virtue of Strength here to wipe the board, but I will do that if I have to. It's warm there, Smoltron? Nice. And you're almost on vacation time, aren't you? Okay. I mean, we've got to do this. Damn. Okay. Go, I guess. Could just die to a random Zoetic Glyph here, but not much I can really do about that. Last night was your last night. Nice. Go on vacation in the morning. Nice. Day 1 gaming and drinking beer. Yeah, and getting back to a normal sleep schedule. That's the worst part about... Now you're on vacation, but you're so used to going to bed at 7 in the morning you can't do anything all day. You're just up all night, right? Take the big damages. Can I find an action card? Not exactly, but... Gotta be careful how we tap here. Opponent doesn't know what to do with their Soul Guide Lantern. Haven't played a land yet this turn either. Or I just did play a land. What am I saying? Okay, so let's get blue and blue. Damn it! I needed to hit Analyst there. I did not. Okay. Yeah, Soul Guide me, dude. Come on. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Yes. Gonna mill more. This guy's just gonna chump now that I have World Soul, so I think we'll be fine here, but... Finally! Dear God. Sure. Why didn't they wait for the trigger? They didn't wait for my Analyst trigger to resolve. Okay. They exile my graveyard. I'm at 5. Time to map up, huh? Let's see here. So what could I find that's good here? I don't think that matters, right? Is that lethal? I don't think so. Yeah. Sure. Oops. Land. Land? Aw. Okay. I think we were a little too slow on the draw here to find what we needed. Took us way too long to find a big thing to discard, but... Sure. Mm-hmm. 9. So let's go Nissa. Okay, so let's pay X is 2. Just gotta kill the brute. 1, 2. Make some mana here. Hopefully we find a an analyst here. But we only have 1 card in the yard. Okay. There it is. Okay, now we've got some life. Let's pass. Okay, so we're not dead here. I guess if they have Tidebinder, I could be dead. But I want to block and sack here. We'll see. You guys gambling away? Oh, I have outs. Yep. Not dead yet, as you can see. Nissa is pretty good here because she generates a bunch of mana. So playing Nissa, just got to be careful with the World Soul there. If I go X is big, then like it's kind of pointless because I'm not putting a bunch of lands into play. And I don't need to kill. Like the 5/6 is a problem, but I can block the 5/6. What I can't block is the Ginger Brute. That's the thing I have to kill, right? So making sure the Ginger Brute is off the battlefield only required a little bit of mana, which lets me trigger Nissa, play an Analyst, leave up the activation here. Now my opponent doesn't know what to do because they know I'm just going to block and sack. Yeah, they're going to pump up the small guy, try and get him big, but nope. First try is a whiff. Second try is a whiff. Oh boy, that's not good. Otawara is good, though. Otawara is very good. I'm sure I'm making a bunch of mistakes with this deck, too. This deck is complicated to play. There's a lot of different lines. And, of course, doing the math with how much mana you can make, especially when you have Nissa in play or a bunch of lands in the yard and you have Analyst or World Souls or whatever, you have to do a lot of, like, pre-planning and pre-calculating how much, you know, how many resources you're going to have and all this other stuff. So, yeah, like, I can Analyst and make a bunch of mana, but... that's okay. Activate. So, take 3, gain 3. So we sit at 4 life. I don't think I have many more lands to fetch here. They exiled a few of them. Sure. Okay. Now we're at full power here. Minus 1 mountain, so 16 land. 15 currently. Well, that sucks. Really? I draw the last Nissa in the deck to kill me here? Well, that fucking sucks. Damn. Almost anything off the top there. Any of our big powerful cards would have been great. No such luck. Didn't see a single Virtue that game. Still had 2 Deluges. A World Souls, a Shigeki would have been nice. Too late for any of that stuff. I die. Let's go to game 3. Now I get to be on the play, and with all the graveyard hate they're siding in, maybe I just take out a bunch of the graveyard nonsense. Like, let's take out Shigeki. I already took out the turtle. Yeah, Vampire's Vengeance. That game, it seems like they're taking out a bunch of their small stuff, so I'll take out the Vengeance. Maybe I'll leave in Spelunking, but stuff like this, I don't know if that's good enough. Maybe Doppelgang is worth playing here. Doppelganging a bunch of their stuff? Ugh, that seems bad though, right? No, I'm gonna take that out. Okay, let's try it like this. So no graveyard recursion here. No snake. See if it's good enough. Play first. Sure. Go get a swamp. Or a swamp, I mean a mountain. I'm looking at Riveteers, thinking Jund, thinking black mana here, but the Cheeto bag? What? Cheeto bag. What's the Cheeto? I didn't get that reference. Swamp. Island. That's how you pronounce it, alright? It's Canadian pronunciation. Montagne. Woo! You getting abraded, homie. Get lost. Nice. Spelunkadunk. Ooh. Analyst is interesting. Can't play it and activate it next turn, but maybe I just leave up fires kicked. It's not bad either. Do 4 damage to something. We'll see what they play. If they don't play anything to the board, like an actual creature, they just play some, you know, Soul Guide Lantern or something, then maybe I just draw 2 cards. I'm not sure. We shall see. Oh, he was dueling you with a Cheeto. Oh, with a family-sized bag of Cheetos. I see. That's what that is. Family-sized bag of Cheetos. French roots, eh? Montagne. Tu parles français. Très bien. Yeah, let's just kill that cookie, right? So they could have Spell Pierce here, so I'm gonna lead with fires and not kick it. They can't pierce this. And then I will play Aftermath, which they also can't pierce. So even though I don't have to pay the mana for pierce, yeah. Presume they're just sitting on a Spell Pierce in their hand. Nice. 1 land. Not ideal. Now what? Let's see. Southern inbred cousins. I love southern food. I love the food from that region is awesome. Okay, are they gonna kill it in response? No. Okay. I don't think there's any need to do anything now. I want to wait till I find either a Nissa or they force my hand by killing the analyst, right? There's no reason to ramp and pull 2 lands out of my graveyard right now. It's just, there's not doing anything. Take 1. More lands that go to the graveyard. Okay. Tempting to analyst here on end step, because as soon as they play something big, which I'm guessing this turn they're gonna do, or whatever, make this into a 4/4, whatever, like put some big beef on the field. We're gonna be exploding, right? Yeah, something like that. This thing turns into a 5/4, but it costs 4 mana to do that. They don't have 4 mana. They need to pay 1 first and then another 3, right? Let's see if they Tidebind here. If they have it, they have it. Yep. Not bad, but now I get to explode and wipe their board. Yeah. Okay, Thrun should be pretty good here too. Cabaretti. Okay. Deal. Mm-hmm. Pump it up. Ooh. Ooh. Let's try and go for Aftermath here. Maybe they negate. Let's see if they have a hard counter. I'm pretty sure they're still sitting on Spell Pierce over there. But you never know. Sideboarded negates are a thing. Mm-hmm. Let's do it now. I don't want to get Tidebindered again. Echoing Deeps can come in as a copy of Cabaretti. Okay. With the last couple forests here. The last mountain. The rest of our islands. So we have one more island in the deck. No more forests, no more mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna jam Thrun here. I could Deluge, but I'm pretty sure they're sitting on counter magic. I know they can't counter this. So let's just pass. And I've got a Deluge and a Virtue. Virtue they can't touch in Adventureland. Now they can exile my graveyard to get rid of the Deluge, I suppose. But if I get to go Virtue of Strength into Deluge, I probably win the game. 5, 6, 11, 15 mana. So I use 7, go down to 8, and then 8 times 3 is 24. I guess I can't kill. Well, it depends if I hit them with Thrun or not. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Ooh, not growing, huh? Mm-hmm. They only have 1 blue mana left. Okay. Interesting. I assume no attacks. Really? Is there a pump spell? I'm not gonna block here. That's silly. Sure. Ooh. They're not gonna tap all the way. Okay, they ditch a Schooner. They're gonna leave these 2 mana untapped, I presume. I'm assuming they have negate here. We'll see. Well. What's it gonna be? Hello, Prince. How you doing? Cards to use post-rotation? No, not really. A little bit, but no, I haven't really thought about it. But I'm gonna write an article tomorrow about that exact subject. So I'm gonna be looking at it. I'm gonna be thinking about it. Let's see if we can jam Virtue. Yeah. They counter this, that's okay. I'd rather they counter this than the Deluge, I think, here. Spell Pierce not good enough. Nope. Yep. Spell Pierce is what I put them on all game long. And it was not enough. One, two, three, four, five. Fire's Kicked doesn't do a ton. I could kill the Spyglass just to stop it from crewing. 1, 2, so I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe I just do, let's see, how many lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can just do World Soul for 5 here. I still have 2 more World Souls in the deck. Oh, but I don't have a bunch of basics to go get. Okay. Putting another couple of cards in my hand. I was gonna say, so maybe I could Fires of Victory. X is, you know, a lot, but this is just 4 damage, sadly. Let's do this. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That'll be pretty good next turn. Okay, pass. I could have 2 for 1 myself to kill this thing, but who cares? I just want to stop them from crewing and doing that much damage. Next turn, I think I have the win here. They have 1 card in hand, and they top deck 1 more. The Teething Wormlet. Last card is what, I wonder? Sure. Big swings. They get to make maps. Explore. Getting a land off the top. Nice. Oh, because it's green. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Good game. All right. And that's match 1. Temur Fireball's doing pew-pew fireball things. We'll see you in round 2. This guy's sleeping. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the next round. We are 1-0 here. I don't think I can keep the 1 lander, sadly. So let's mulligan that. Oh, this is also really bad. 30 lands in this deck, but can't find a land or a hand with more than 1. This no green source here means I can't keep this either, I think. Well, I'm on the draw with a 53% chance to hit a land here. If I do, like, on the draw, ill-timed on the draw should be good against a lot of decks. Most of the decks that are playing creatures. It's too slow if Boros has a nut draw on the play. We're not going to win. But that's fine. We won't win anyway most of those games. Let me just do the math here. 11... So 11, 20, sorry, 19, 23, 29%. So I'm 53% to hit a land, and if I do hit a land, I'm almost 30% for it to be a forest. I think I'm going to keep this. And, I mean, the alternative is mulligan to 5, which is obviously really bad, so... I mean, it's probably... Our shot of drawing out of this is better than our shot of finding a 5-land hand that's better than this. You know what I mean? So I think we have to keep this. And hope we draw... Whoa, white mana? What the hell? Well, not drawing a single land with 50-50 to hit is not amazing. I have 1 more chance here. 3 coin flips. Can I lose them all? What the hell am I playing against? Very weird rogue deck here. Okay, it's maybe doing the same thing as us, but white? What are we playing white for? Huh. Maybe it's using the White Sun's Twilight to end the game. And blue. Okay, and we don't draw a single land. Classic. Yeah, losing 3 coin flips. I mean, it's better than a coin flip. We're up to 55% now to hit a land. But kind of crazy that we haven't hit one yet. Sure. So, a weird rogue take on the deck I'm playing. Like, this seems terrible in the big mana deck. Why do you want to play a little dinky mana, 2 mana draw card guy? Like, oh, I saw Atraxa there. Atraxa's part of the plan. Oh, I can't see it anymore. Atraxa was one of the cards they revealed, I think. Yeah. So they're doing this to ramp into an Atraxa? Is that the big payoff? There's got to be easier ways to do it, right? Isn't like Topiary Stomper Invasion of Zendikar a much more reliable way to do it than Analyst Mill Fetch lands and stuff? I guess I could have bounced something, right? Should have probably bounced this on upkeep. Oops. I was just too busy complaining about our lack of lands. That's a land, but it's not green. It's not green. Okay. Hopefully they go Nissa, Analyst, pass. Land, whatever. And then I get to wipe their board. By drawing an untapped, like a forest here. Forest is our only untapped green source. Uh-huh. No, I don't think they're going to play Nissa, right? Omen Path Journey. Fascinating. My opponent's got some weird brew going on here. I have no idea. They're playing every color except red. But with Maestro's Theater, this is just 5 color, right? No? They're not playing red. They don't want to just win quickly. They want it to really take a while. Rather than just fireballing your opponent. Yeah, I guess let's see what they do here. I'm gonna Deluge, it's all I can do on end step. Uh-huh. Maybe they're playing black for removal? Maybe they have a bunch of go for the throats in their hand because they decided to play this crap instead of just comboing off. I think if you're doing big mana stuff, you should be doing the best thing you can do with all that mana, which is just kill the opponent with a fireball. That's the best thing you could possibly do, right? Playing Atraxa and all this little grindy stuff doesn't make sense. You're skipping all this, right? You're just going straight to I win. But I want to see what other payoffs there are. I mean, this is a much more mid-rangey deck, right? So maybe there are... Pillage is fine. Cavern of Souls? God, the mana... Liliana? The mana must be atrocious in that deck. Dear God. You can't play Cavern in a deck that's playing a bunch of these fetch lands and stuff, right? I don't know. Farewell? What the fuck? What am I playing against? I have no idea what's going on right now, and I'm scared. I'm really scared. Opponent's doing a thing. Wow. So it's a control deck, but they're playing this stuff as well. I don't know what's going on. It's a bit of everything. It's a little bit of a buffet. The old smorgasbord deck. They've got control elements. They've got, you know, all mid-range stuff. They're ramping. Trying to do it all, huh? Oh, oh my god. They're playing like a 80 card special here, too. Jeez. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, sure. Go nuts. You're gonna deck yours. And Kaya? Is that Kaya? Oh my god. That's the best we can do? Oops. Not... I guess they're playing one Atraxa, hoping they hit it? Okay. We get to Deluge finally. Wow. Crazy stuff happening. Gotta keep the green source here. Do I take Analyst? I mean, I definitely take Analyst, right? I just don't have... I only have 1 green, which sucks. Okay, let's do this. And... I'll discard Ill-Timed, I think. And Fires. We're not going to be doing any, killing any creatures with Fires, I think, here. These creatures don't matter, and the big stuff like Atraxa, we're not going to be able to kill with Fires, so... Yeah, let them play out their little dorks again. I think... I was going to say they're going to deck themselves, then I realized, they thought ahead. They're like, 80 cards. That's how you fit all this in. That's the solution. Crazy. Double farewell. 2 farewells. Damn. Exile a thing. Sure. Mm-hmm. Creature lands? Scene of the crime? You can't be playing a bunch of that stuff if you're trying to do fetch land stuff, right? But apparently you can. I could have played Nissa first there, but I think this is fine. Yeah, I'm going to jam Nissa and pass. I'm going to set up for a big turn next turn, I think. So we got 3 cards in the yard. Yeah. See what they do. I still haven't seen... Oh, this is just for Atraxa. That's why they're playing the 1 basic island. It must be, right? I haven't seen another blue card yet. I think it's just for the 1 Atraxa they're playing. Interesting. Anyway, so deck building, you know, a lot of people ask me to look at their decks and they say, you know, how can I make this deck better and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, go nuts. And the answer I almost invariably give them every single time is the best decks in Magic are focused. They're focused decks. Look at all the Pro Tour winning decks and all the decks that dominate the various metagames over the years. And they're focused. When Hogak was crushing Modern, it was all in on Hogak. When, you know, Storm is winning, it's Storm. When this, like, whatever your deck is trying to do, that's what you should be doing. Not trying to do everything all together at once, but that's people's natural kind of inclination is to try and be good against everything. They want to be good against everything, right? Okay, so I can just Shigeki back the turtle. I have 3. I'm gonna have 4 fetches. So I go land, make 2 mana, and then I've got 9 mana. I go analyst. That's 6 down to 3. No, so I've got 9 mana. I go 2, 4, 6 down to 3. Bounce. Anyway, no, I go 6 down to 3. Then I put in 4. Go back up. Yeah, so let's do this. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so let's do this. Oops, shouldn't have played my land. I can go 2 cards. Just 1. Okay. And then... Oh, wait, I can't tap this for mana. Never mind. Okay, pass. So I get to go, let's see here. Bounce Atraxa? Oh, is that enough? 8, 9, 10, 11. It's Xaxes? Sure. Fascinating. Anyway, so you should be focused, and the problem with doing a deck like theirs is, of course, they get smashed by like Boros, Convoke, and all the decks that are really focused and low to the ground are going to steamroll a deck like that, right? Because you're just going to draw hands of, you know, messy mana, farewells, all this kind of stuff. So the advantage here for them is no idea what to bring in against them. Could be Jesus, what a mess. It's just all over the place. So there's no one thing it's doing. I can just bring in anything and it's going to be good or bad. Like, everything's going to be equally good or bad against them. Graveyard Hate will probably be fine against them, but I don't really need it. They're going to bring in a bunch of Graveyard Hate against me, right? So maybe I should take out, like, Shigeki Turtle and bring in the Tyranax and Thruns and stuff. Doppelgang, maybe. I wonder if they're going to have, I mean, who knows? I have no idea what they're going to have post-sideboard, right? Let's see. Corey, how you doing, buddy? Thank you, man. Yeah, doing well, doing well. We're playing this event. We're recording this for YouTube, so... Yeah, Norn. Whoops. Yeah, I missed it. I forgot about the stupid land trigger there. I just needed to untap and bounce the Norn. Sorry, bounce the Nord on their turn, untap, and try and go off. But they had the removal spell plus a bunch of... they activated the creature land. I don't like fires. Maybe I cut fires. Or keep in one. Who knows? I have no idea. This is the problem with playing against these kind of... Like, it's an 80-card pile. I have no idea. There's no sideboard I can possibly bring in that's going to be optimal here. We'll see. Thus... Do so, the dolphin? Do so.
Welcome to the squadron.
That's dolphin for your awesome. You speak dolphin, right? That means, god damn it, this is bullshit. In dolphin. I'm doing... Oh, Neo's looking at me like, are you okay? Let's see here. I'll keep this. Go get some green. The power level of each card is high, but it's a random assortment of cards. Yeah. So again, Magic, you're just going to get demolished by decks that are really consistent, that execute their game plan every single game. Same plan. This is what the deck's doing. Every card in the deck is built towards doing that thing, right? If you are doing all kinds of different things, you've got some removal, and you've got some early creatures, then you've got a bunch of sweepers that don't work with your creatures, and then you're playing a bunch of fetch lands and analysts and Nissas, but your mana base has a bunch of non-basics. Like, you know, like these things keep clashing with each other, but people don't see that. They only see the times that they draw farewell and it wins them the game. And they go, man, I have to find a way to keep this card in my deck. It's so good. It's like, well, if you're a control deck, yeah, but you're also playing like 2-drops and 3. Why are you playing farewell? You're playing analyst, for God's sakes, and these lands. Like, what if you need to farewell exile your opponent's graveyard? Then it also just punishes you really badly? Like, that's not where you want to be. Anyway, you'll never convince people like this. They just have to have, you know, they'll figure it out at some point. But let's go Nissa pass. But hey, it's Magic, right? So Magic is a game of variance, which is, you know, most games are decided by luck. There's a lot of skill involved, but it's more than half luck. It's not skill. It's did you run into the right match? Did you have the right sideboard card? Did you draw better than them? Did they mana screw, mana flood, mulligans? You know, all these things depend on variance. So even a quote unquote poorly built deck can still randomly win games of Magic. They just beat us last game because their random assortment of cards lined up well against what we were doing in that game. You know, it can still happen. But the problem is when players take that and use that as an example of why this kind of thinking is flawed or wrong, or, you know, if that was true, then, well, I just beat you. It's like, but you can't just cherry pick one game. I think if we play enough games, that deck should lose most of them, right? But try and convince somebody of that right after they just won, and they'll be absolutely adamant that that's not true, and, you know, whatever else. It's kind of crazy. I remember even playing Limited, trying to convince people not to put 23 lands in their 40-card deck. And this guy was adamant that he was never playing less than 23 lands. And when I try to prod and say, well, why? Why would you do that? Where did you get that idea from? And he would say, well, I got mana screwed like 4 times last pre-release. And that's it. I was like, I don't want to get mana screwed again. So I put 23 lands in my deck, and I'm like, okay, like, I get it. I know, yes, mana screw's part of the game. It's going to happen in every deck. You could look, I'm playing 50% lands in this deck, and I still had to mulligan almost to 5, you know, game 1, right? That's Magic. But, you know, you got to separate what you can control and what you can't. The variance is fine. Mathematically, you're fine with 17 lands. In fact, it's 1 land too many. Mathematically, it's just because you need to play 2 colors is why you're playing. Anyway, but, you know, it doesn't matter. I told him, he won't listen. Nope, maybe for you. Yep, that's what you say, but I know what I feel. And what I feel is 23 is right. And it's like, oh my God. All right, well, good luck with that, I guess. I don't know what to say. Should I Omen? I can doppelgang the Omen Path journey here. It's kind of bananas. Let's get another blue sauce. Okay, so what am I doing with my life here? I'll go green, blue. One, two, three, four, five. Should I just analyst here? 4, 5, 6. I could copy an Omen Path Journey. It's pretty interesting. I don't think I want to, though. It's not very good. 2, 3, 4. Make a bunch of mana. Yeah, I'm just going to do this now. Yep. Okay. Let's get another red source. Sure. Green. It's this. This clicking is so brutal. It's fine when I have lands to fetch, but the client's not smart enough to know when you don't have any fetchable cards in your deck, so it forces you to fail to find, and you just keep having to click decline, 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 decline. Kind of ridiculous, but... Okay... Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I could just doppelgang for 1,000,000 here, make a bunch of basics. 11, so I could do doppelgang X is 3. I think I like that. Let's use the green. Actually, and red. And Listo, sure, another deluge. I probably can just go off this turn, right? Let's go analyst. How you guys doing? Sorry, Pappy, what's up? I'm recording for YouTube here, so just give me a second here. Let's make some more mana. Get the rest of our basics out of our deck so we can find our World Souls Rages and kill my opponent here, I think, on this turn. Seems pretty good to me. And now it's fail to find, fail to find, fail to find, right? I think I have islands, though. Brokers will find me something here. Yeah, 2 more islands. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Minimize variance over time, DJ. Yeah, ideally, yeah. You're using skill to do that and everything. But you can minimize all you want. You're not gonna make it a skill game over. Like the skill part is not gonna outweigh the variance. Look at it. Imagine it's a pie chart. You know, variance makes up half or more than half. If you're really, really good, maybe you can, and your deck decisions and like your choice of deck going into the tournament and the sideboard cards you choose and all these other factors, the ones under your control. Let's say you nail all of them. Then you're right, you minimize the variance by like another 10%. So now it's like 40%, 50% variance instead of 55 or 45 instead of 55. Like it's still almost like the majority of the game is going to be decided by variance. That's just magic, right? You can minimize all you want, but it's still going to be mostly decided by variance. The best players in the world, they do all they can to minimize, and they still have to play a bunch of pro tours before they do well, and a bunch of big tournaments, right? Remember, nobody's just coming onto the pro scene and spiking it because they're so good. That just doesn't happen. If it ever happens, it's because they were very lucky and they disappear and you never hear of them again. Remember that guy a couple pro tours ago? He was like a Cinderella story. He was his first pro tour. He qualified like at the last minute. He did like barely any testing. He managed to 3-0 the draft. He made top 8. And then you never heard his name again after that. I mean, that's kind of what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, you can have a crazy run sometimes if you get lucky, you know, enough in one tournament. But the pros are the pros because they are consistent, and that means they lose a lot. You don't hear about all the times that Reed Duke scrubs out or LSV scrubs out of the tournament, but it happens a lot, you know, until they get to the point where they're just like, you know, Simon Nielsen is a freak. Like that guy getting that many top 8s is unprecedented. Literally, I think it's unprecedented, his run, right? I guess I'll keep it the same. So yeah, you try and minimize it, but what can you really do after a certain point? It's still just mostly variance. You just do what you can, right? Amount of times I've conceded Temur Fireball out of boredom. I know, Hollow Prince. I know. They're mid-rangey, yeah. I mean, I'm glad they didn't make me go through it. It would have taken a couple more memory deluges, maybe. Or maybe one more. Look at this hand. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. I want to put the World Soul on the bottom, but sometimes you do rip an early World Soul to kill a small creature, and this deck is playing random small creatures. So if I have a target and I can just ramp for 2, like X is 2, X is 3, that's a fine World Soul, right? Assuming I can put 3 lands into play. Pillage for 4, sure. It's not often you see pillage on turn 2, but every once in a while, I suppose. Damien was running out of mana that turn. I know, BS. It looks like you're running out of mana, but did you see how much I could keep generating there? Because I had the Nissa. The Doppelgang was the key. At first, it's like, okay, I'm floating like 9, 11 mana, whatever it is. What can I do here? Doppelgang has no targets except for that 4 mana enchantment and Nissa, which is legendary, which obviously you don't want to be copying. So you're like, what do I do? Then you just remember that, oh, with a Nissa in play, if I make copies of 3 lands and I put 9 untapped lands into play that all make 1 mana, suddenly I go from 11 mana to like 20 something mana, you know? And then you just keep going off. This is interesting. I do want a Spelunking, and I really want to find a land. I'm 54% to hit a land here. I'm going to go for it rather than play Nissa. There it is. Okay. And now I'm going to get another green source, I think. Make sure I can analyst, no attacks. I mean, analyst, activate analyst, you know what I mean. Beautiful play next turn, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if I can find 1 fetch land and I can go Nissa fetch and then activate analyst after the fetch, that's going to be very good. They pillage again. What are they looking for? I mean, who knows what they're looking for? They've got so many cards in their deck. Looking for some random silver bullet. I guess you're playing 80 cards, hoping that your pillages can dig deep enough to find you the one-ofs that are hiding in that giant stack, but that's tricky. Like, I think I saw 2 Atraxa in their deck, 2 Farewell. Like, you can tell they're trying to find those things with pillages, but you just can't take turns off to do that kind of stuff in most games of Magic in the first few turns, right? Against my deck, you can, but against aggro and stuff like that, if you're relying on that kind of a plan, it's probably not going to go very well. That's unfortunate, huh? Damn. Huh, let me think. So, wow, that is rough. I feel like I have to leave up the aftermath here. If I do it now, I get 3 untapped lands, and then I can play Nissa, but what are the odds they have a Tidebinder? I'm gonna pass. Let's see what they do. Maybe I'm being too conservative. I mean, they are an 80 card pile, even if they do. Oh, what am I saying? Tidebinder. They have a blue mana, but we know they're not siding in blue cards. Surely they're not that insane, right? I think it was just the 1 blue basic because of Atraxa, right? So I shouldn't be playing conservatively. I should have just jammed it into their open mana. Oops. Sure, dude. Except you have 1 land. Because your deck's not very focused at doing the thing. Oh, lucky. They hit 2 more lands. Deal? But they're not fetch lands. So again, much worse with Nissa. Let's see if we can untap. Okay. They got 1 fetch. So 4 mana here? What are they going to do with 4 mana? I did copy lands, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you get triggers for all of them, and they come in untapped because they're basics, remember. You're so used to having lands come in tapped here, unless you have a Spelunking in play. That doesn't matter, sure. You can have more lands. I don't mind. And the big finish is just Atraxa. Like that's not a very like there's so much easier way to just play Atraxa. You know what I mean? Just ramp into Atraxa. Like the domain deck already was doing it right months and months ago. Swing. No, they don't swing. Okay, I am going to activate here. Sure. Only one island, sadly, but no big deal. Okay. Another forest. Okay, so now we can do some things. I can go Nissa Analyst, make a bunch of mana, World Soul there Nissa. God, a bunch of people are randomly messaging here. My wife, amongst them. I don't know what she's saying. Okay. Yes, my turn. Nice. So let's go Nissa first. Island? Guess I'll make it green. Play this. All the lands come in untapped here because of Spelunking, so making big mana. Red. Make green. Get green. Make blue. I can't get blue sources here with these lands, so I'm gonna make 2 blue. And then green, blue, red, blue. So 1, 2, I've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. 1, 2, 3, only 3 in the yard, huh? I did play a land this turn. I do want a land to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can slam this Tyrannox Rex right now. That's pretty good. And then I think I'm going to take another fetch land so that I can go fetch an Analyst next turn. Bam. Swing. All right, time to end this. Beat that. I bet you they sided out their Path of Exile or Path of Perils here. I hope. If they have a Wrath here, that's kind of annoying. Farewell or something would be pretty good. But with this much mana, I have so many outs still. I could just top deck, 2 World Souls will do it. Okay, I don't think that's good enough. The damage is done. Let's find out. Yeah, with the World Soul in hand, I mean, I've got... This is 2 mana off Nissa, plus the untapped land. That's 3, 9, 11, 15 mana here. I'm very close to World Souls raging them. And this may find me an Analyst, actually. I think my opponent's just putting as many blockers into play as they can. Jack, how's it going? What's special today? Not much. We're gonna be... Oh, Jack, we're gonna be playing a game called Riven. It's an amazing game from my childhood. I remember my uncle showing me Myst, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was totally lost, and I remember him showing me some of the puzzles. And then Riven came out, and I played it. I don't think I finished it, though, way back then. It ran like shit on my computer, too. I don't even remember, a 486 or whatever I was using back then. Pentium 75, I can't remember which PC it was, but they just remade the game. They just remade Riven, and it looks awesome. So I got it. We're gonna be playing it after this, but let's finish this first. So let me think about this. 2 mana. Let's just go to combat first, I think. Let them deal with this. Yeah. Deal. Okay, great. Sure, we can only kill 1, but I can always ill-time the rest away, but now that Elish is gone, we've got stuff to do. Let's find an analyst. Analyst, please. Green. Blue. Nissa! God damn it, Nissa, I hate you with a passion. 6, 10, 13, 15. I am a couple short here. Let's draw some cards. Ah. No, I'm good. Okay, so I can virtue back my analyst. Okay, so let's see if I can... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So hold on, I have 11 mana. What if I just slam virtue, and then I have 4 times 3, I have 12. No, I think I'm gonna go analyst here. Could also bring back the Tyrannex Rex, but they have 2 mana up. Did they cite in a blue counter spell? They cited in negate. Holy shnikes. You probably wanted to save that for my my world souls, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they have 1 blue island in their entire deck, and they cited in blue sideboard cards against me. Kind of crazy. I'm just gonna pass. I'm not gonna do anything else here. The next Maestros will find us the analyst. We don't have to try and kill them this turn now. If they have negate, we were not killing them anyway. So I'm actually glad I baited with virtue there. Next turn, I think we've got lethal. They can put whatever they want on the battlefield. Oof, is that a whiff? Eee, that's not good. It's because you're playing too many different things. If you're playing a Bramble deck, you want to have Atraxas, and you want to have, you know, maybe a Tali or some huge thing. But you're playing a bunch of Farewells and go for the Throats and all this stuff, like 7 mana to put a land into play. Yeesh. I think I'm going to kill Nissa now. Oh, can I not? Oh, it's not going to let me respond anymore. Okay, never mind. Sure. I guess I hit resolve all. Okay. They have 5 mana. They can't activate the analyst if they play it here. What's it going to be? Can you put in that tech that allows seeing... Oh, yeah, sorry, Sakuda. Ah, thank you for reminding me. I'm an idiot. Yes, absolutely, I will do that. I forgot it was turned off because of the Baldur's Gate thing. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry. So many things going on right now. I'm getting ready to go out of town this weekend, and a million things to do today, and I completely forgot. And setting up the stream, and it's casino day, and I'm not doing a typical stream day today. So I totally forgot. Okay, there we go. That is, so refresh the stream and you should be able to see the overlay now. Thank you for letting me know, Sakuda. Okay, looked up Ribbon. Oh, it looks awesome. Yeah, we're gonna be playing it after this, and I want your big brains in here. You need to be good at puzzles and solving different stuff. And okay, let's do this. Okay, they're gonna go for analyst, right? And then I get to kill Nissa in response. Let's see. Nope. Oh, great. Okay, so then I get to Deluge instead. They have a negate. Okay, you're gonna wish you saved that, buddy. Should I kill Nissa here? 1, 2... Yeah, let's kill Nissa because they can't activate the analyst right now, but if they put that land into play, they can, right? So let's get rid of Nissa here. Yeah. Let's see if we can kill them. Should be able to. They're at 17 life. Ooh. That makes a lot of mana. So let's see if we can find an analyst as well here. I should be able to. I think this is... There are no more Nissas in my deck. So, analyst, please. That's the last Nissa? What? How? Sorry, we have 10, 12, we have 16 mana here. So I think if I just doppelgang a bunch, that should be good enough. 16 mana, I'll doppelgang for 4. That's 12, 14. 1, 2, 3. I have 24 cards. I should just put in a bunch of lands. But I'll draw some cards too. Yeah, why not? Double gang, as they say in French, in German. And look at those triggers fly. Scoop it up. 80 cards goes down in flames. Big bonfire. I will see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. We are 2-0 with the Temur Fireballs. Let's see if we can get the next round here. This is not great, but I get green, I get blue. I can bounce, and then any third land gets me Spelunkadunk. I'm 53% to hit lands. The nice thing about keeping a land-light hand in this deck is you're very likely to draw lands, right? Way more likely than most other decks because half your deck is lands. But Doppelgang a bit of a dud here. Like, this is almost like we mulliganed already. But I think we've got good early interaction. Like, I can bounce a problematic card. Any turn 3 play lets me redraw and then redraw again. Any third land, I mean, lets me play my third turn 3 play. So yeah, let's get green with this. And then we'll get blue with the theater. And then if we do get to 4 mana, this will catch us back up if we fall behind on the board. Yeesh, like against the mono red deck or Boros or something. Okay, well, this is a rough one against mono red, but hey, at least we won the die roll. Oh, now I actually think I need to get red here because I need to have this Fires of Victory up ASAP so I can not die. I could have got blue to bounce, but bouncing a haste creature is so much worse than just killing it, right? So I think it's got to be red there. They're going to go all in. Yeah, double Swifties. Yeah. Double Swifty. Now this is interesting. I think I'm going to Spelunking because next turn I can Ill-Timed Explosion off any land. Yes, that's excellent. Okay, so now I can Ill-Time because this is going to flip and I can get all of their creatures. The downside of this, of course, is we are going to take a giant chunk of damage here. And let me see if I can catch up with you guys. Good evening, Sitar. How you guys doing? And who else was saying stuff? I saw a message from DJ, didn't I? Where was that? DJ said, heard the top tier pros. Yeah, 60s DJ, usually the top tier, yeah. Oh, 3 Nissas. No, they're all legendary, so they just die. BS, right? Yeah, sorry. I just want to make sure I don't miss any messages. Yep, we take a ton of damage. No surprise there. What did they cast? Blazing Crescendo. What the hell is that? Okay, kind of a weird one. But why not? Callous Sellsword. Are you playing black? Is it black-red? Wild stuff. Wild, wild stuff here. I don't think I'm going to win this game. But black-red, jeez. Okay. I go to 3 life, I guess. Let's see if they can end this. Maybe I'll get another red source here, actually. Yeah, I don't know why black over everything else, but maybe they can't even cast this. Maybe they're just a mono red deck, and yeah. So let me think here. 5 mana. If I ill-timed into a land, I'm 50-50 on each of these draws to hit a land. So two at 50-50 is like 60-something% over those 2 draws to hit a land. And then I can play a 2-mana spell like Fires, or I could just bounce that thing. That's pretty good too. Oh, but then I need to find a blue source. I think I'm still going to do this. I don't think we're winning by not... yeah, that sucks. Okay. Thing hits us for 1. Glad they didn't have a pump spell in response. Otherwise, I die. And now we've got the fires up. Hopefully they don't have shock. What do you got? Fires only does 2 damage here. Bunch of pump spells in your hand? And no way to cast this guy? Yikes. Isn't Fling legal? This is 1 mana, but Fling is an instant. Isn't Fling in standard? I think it is, right? Oh, Charlie. Did Charlie ignore my duel? Pappy, hopefully you're doing well, man. Ooh, show off. Okay. I'm gonna pass. I don't have any creatures or anything. I could bring back a land here with Virch. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, you know what? I am gonna get a land here. Let's get another blue source. This does gain us a life as well, which obviously is pretty crucial here. And it gets us up to 7, so I could potentially slam Sky Turtle next turn, but I think I'm gonna have to bounce something. I don't think I'm gonna have a chance to slam this. I can use it to buy back something. Remember, Sky Turtle gets any card, regrowth, so it doesn't have to be a permanent, doesn't have to, it could just be anything. Could also get back like an ill-timed explosion here. Oh, they did find a black source, so they are playing black? Okay, you got me. Red, black, aggro, huh? So what do I do here? I have a deluge in the yard that I can't cast. I think I'm just gonna kick this and draw. Draw another fires, I guess. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 lands and 3 of them gain me life. So hopefully we mill some more fetch lands here. 1 more. Okay, so let's pass. They scoop? I'm at 3, dude. What? They're playing flings. That's silly. That's a little premature, I think, but okay, well. This is probably pretty good. A braid, and then sack a creature with flying is good against 1 of their cards. Thrun. I'm gonna take a Doppelgang. Shigeki Turtle I don't need. And I could cut even like a Deluge or something. Might be a little slow here. And Spelunking. I can't take turns off to Spelunk. I don't know. How good is Shigeki? This gains life, but not really doing much more after that. Sky Turtle bounces stuff, I guess. This isn't the worst, but I'm going to try and keep it like this. We'll bring in Thrun. Thrun is actually a nice little roadblock against them. But... Anywho, they scooped. We're 3-0. I will see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. It's round number 4. We are 3-0 with the Fireballs deck. This is keepable, so I will keep it. We've got the green sauce to get the Aftermath on 2. Can't use Aftermath right away, so there's a chance it just dies before I can do anything with it, but we've got a backup Analyst. Plus, ill-time pretty good. Green-blue to start means obviously I need to find other lands, but 53% to draw lands should be more than enough. We've got, let's see, 10, 18, like 26% to hit a mountain if we do. So 53 to hit a land, and then if we do hit a land, 26% chance for it to be a mountain. I'll take those odds. You're in Sudbury. Oh, no shit. Wait, you guys in Winnipeg? Who's in Winnipeg? A Quebec accent? No, I'm from Winnipeg, but my accent's all screwed up. I was a voice actor for many years, so now I say things kind of in an American way sometimes, like borrow, tomorrow. In Canada, it's tomorrow, borrow. But my family's, my mom and dad they emigrated when they were kids from Portugal, so they don't have accents, but they say certain weirds a little bit strangely, certain words, I mean, a little bit weirdly, strangely. But that's it. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe I sound weird. People have told me they think I'm from all types of different places. Sudbury, sweet, dude. I drove through, when I went to pick up, I bought a Camaro. I was big into cars and drag racing, and I flew down to Hamilton, Ontario to pick up this Camaro. IROC Z convertible, 1989 IROC. And I drove it all the way back up through Thunder Bay and Sudbury and all the towns in between, all the way up to Kenora, back to Winnipeg. It was a hell of a drive, long drive. Okay. I think I'm gonna Spelunka dunk here. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, really wanted to hit a land there. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. My talking is kind of smooth. I don't know what that means. Usually, if somebody says you're a smooth talker, it's not a good thing. They're like, you know what? You trying to sell me a timeshare in Florida? What do you... He's a smooth talker. I don't know. He's got a silver tongue. Watch out. Pappy, how you doing? Sips 5-hour energy. I haven't been a big energy drink guy, but I listened to the Jeff Gerstmann podcast. He used to be one of the guys on Giant Bomb, and before that he was with GameSpot. Big video game guy. Like me, he's a video gamesman. But he's crazy about energy drinks, and he has this thing where every episode of the podcast he reviews a different energy drink. So people will send him energy drinks from like Sweden or like Thailand or something like crazy. I've had the real Red Bull in Thailand. It's very different than the Red Bull the kids. It's just sugar water in North America. The real shit. We used to have it in Canada at a place called Shoppers Drug Mart, but they no longer sell it, sadly. Okay, let's just do this now. Let's see here. That leaves me with 3 untapped land. Then I play another analyst. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I just want to gain a little bit of life here too. See what happens. No selling that isn't for sale. Nice. Cousins in Sudbury. Damn, Charlie. Didn't know that. I knew a guy who would drink an entire... Ugh, damn. Oh yeah, I knew guys who did crazy shit. Like in Thailand, when you would go to the beach parties and stuff, they would give you... hold on, let me think here. I have a brokers after this, right? I'm gonna go green again, actually, and then blue with brokers. I don't need that much red here. What was I gonna say? Yeah, in Thailand, they would pour you a bucket, so you would choose whichever liquor you wanted, like vodka or gin or tequila or whatever, and they would take a plastic bucket, like a child's beach toy bucket, and just pour. Half of it would be just straight alcohol. And then they would take a bunch of these little Red Bull bottles, like the medicinal Red Bull. They come in these little glass bottles, and they would just dump like 6 of them in there. And then they jam in a bunch of straws and give you the bucket, and you had this bucket full of booze and Red Bull, and you'd walk around. This was like at the full moon party and stuff in Koh Phangan. And that's how you drank. That's how I remember drinking Red Bull. It was with the cheapest, shittiest spirits you've ever seen in your life. Like really gross stuff. I'm a little scared. They have monstrous rage, giant growth. Okay. And it was crazy. I mean, this is way back in the day. I can show you a video. I have a great video on Facebook from my time in Thailand. I made like this kind of compilation video, but there's one part at the end where we're in Koh Phangan at the full moon party. It's like 6,000 or no, 3,000 people or something on this huge beach at night, full moon. Everybody's partying. There's lots of alcohol. There's mushrooms, magic mushroom shakes and stuff like that. And there's fire dancers. There's a guy doing fire dancing with these. He's got pots and he had this stick with fire on both ends. And he was so good. And he was like flipping around, like throwing it in the air, doing crazy, just in the middle of like a bunch of random people. Like a bunch of random people are standing in a circle around him, right? Yeah, we weren't going to win that game. Okay. Let's Vampire's Vengeance in here, a Braid, and maybe Thrun? Take out Doppelgang. I'm going to take out, I think, Turtle Shigeki. Turtle as a bounce spell is still interesting here. That might actually be good enough. Just bounce their, one of their big guys with a bunch of pump spells on it, like this thing, Cacophony Scamp. Bounce it before they can, shoot it at me. I'm gonna cut 1 Deluge. Maybe 2 Deluge, and I'll keep 1 Spelunking in. Let's try that. I'll show you guys if you want after this. I'll show you that video. It's I just love I love it. I haven't seen it in a long time. It was one of the first things I ever posted on Facebook because that's when Facebook first came out. Was right after I was in Thailand and all that stuff. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna try this, but I don't love it. I don't love this. Okay, this is the only land we can fetch green with, so let's get a second green source with this first. And then I'm probably gonna Maestros get red. I should have maybe gone first with red, just in case I draw a braid here. Yeah, that was dumb. I probably should have led with just red anyway. I had the basic forest in my hand. I didn't need to get green there. Okay, whatever. Okay. Not the worst. I don't really want to play Nissa until after I explode. I'm gonna have to explode and kill a bunch of stuff here, I imagine. Some of my best friends are fire performers. No kidding. What did they use? They use the pots that they swing, or did they use the stick? You should have, like in Thailand, it's kind of crazy, right? Like, I mean, you go to places like that. It's like Vietnam. It's like Cambodia. Those kind of countries don't have a lot of rules. Like, they have rules, but like nobody follows them, kind of thing. Korea's like that too. Like for traffic, I drove a motorbike in Korea for 13 years, 14 years almost. Different motorbikes, whatever, but I was riding the whole time. And when you drive around, you realize if there's no cop here at the intersection, you just go right through the red light. Like, you go up on the sidewalk to drive around the cars in front of you, pull back onto the street. Like, there's no, you can split traffic. Like, you know, even cops are right next to you. If you're a taxi or a delivery driver of any sort in Seoul, South Korea, the cops won't actually stop you. Because it's assumed that, you know, if you're doing a job, you must be in a rush or whatever. They're not even going to interfere with you. It's crazy stuff like that. You know, it's yeah. Anyway, but those countries, like, I remember we were on the beach, the same vacation when I was there for the full moon party, and there was this British dude. He was wasted. He was like, everybody's pretty tipsy, but he's wasted. And they had this little jar of whatever the gas was that this guy, he was blowing fireballs and lighting the sticks on fire. Like, the fire dancers have this fuel to, you know, power up there or whatever. Okay, let me think. I am going to block because I'm pretty sure that we are going to Wrath next turn. Great. Okay. Two cards left. They top deck, and they have a 2/2. If I could untap here with more than 5 life, I feel fine. We'll see, though. POI. Oh, Poi is the pot stuff? Staff hula hoop. And spitting, yeah. Anyway, it was funny. They were offering, like, people a chance. They were like, hey, does somebody want to try blowing a fireball? Like, you can imagine how unsafe this is, right? But they were offering... okay, let me think here. I do want the life, actually. I think that's more important. I was going to say, if I draw a Nissa, I kind of want to save the fetch line to go get an analyst. But I think I need to just do this. And pass. And so this drunk British guy kind of goes up, and they're like, hey, take a little bit. And we couldn't hear him. We just see this, and everybody's like, oh, this is going to be hilarious. And he's like, and it's dribbling, and he's like... And he's like, and like some fire goes out. He's like, hold on. And he takes, and he was like, you could tell he was like trying to do it, but he was like drinking some of it by accident. We're just like, oh my God, this is a nightmare waiting to happen. I've got a couple of pictures from that trip that are, one guy was in the infirmary, and I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? And he's like, what's up? And one of his, I think it was his little finger, is like at a 90-degree angle. He was sitting in the clinic waiting for, because everybody's driving around on motorbikes. You just rent a dirt bike and drive around. No helmet. You're flip-flop switching gears and stuff. Shit, that's bad. Oh, I guess I can't? Yeah, I don't want to bounce it, so... Okay. Hit me. They can't play anything else this turn except to land. I'm not going to beat that. I don't think our deck has any way to beat that. I didn't side in pick your poison or whatever, so I think we're probably going to take our first loss here to Gruul. Had a couple slow hands, and that's all it takes. Yeah, some rough draws here. Not much I can really do. Let's do this. So I'll get this. All right. Next turn. I don't know. I don't even know what we can do here next turn. Let's see if we die. Instagram? Can I get you some Instagram? No, I don't really use Instagram, but every once in a while, I used to have a command on my channel where people could redeem pics, the pics command, and I would show them pics and things from different. I used to be an actor, so different stuff I've done over the years and places I've traveled. People always ask me about this when they find out I lived in Asia for like 15 years. They're like, "Oh, you know what? Like, oh, that's crazy. Like, tell me something." I'm like, "Okay, so here's what happened." Okay, let's see if I can find a. Ooh, that is actually insane. Wow. Okay, deal. Okay, so let's get another blue source. Oh, sorry, a green source here, yeah. Blue's the next one. And let's do this now. That is fantastic. Wipe the board. I'll take one. And I get a blood. What do you know? Probably have to play this sky turtle as a turtle, which is kind of crazy. But let's see if we can survive this. Yeah, the case is just going to kill us. There's no way we can beat that case. So I don't know what you're supposed to do. If you bring in pick your poison, that seems also kind of weird, but... Wow, no plays. Okay. Little surprised here. Little bit surprised. I think I'm just gonna jam a giant turtle, right? It's got ward. I'm gonna do this pass, and then we're gonna blood on end step. Get rid of this forest. I don't need another forest, and I can bring it back as soon as I find an analyst. Virch is ready to go, so I might be able to steal this with a fireball if I can get lucky off the top here. I've got to draw well. Have to hope my opponent doesn't draw well. Crazy. This guy's got ward 2 though. That's pretty good. Do not wish to join? Yeah. No, yeah, I don't I don't usually. I have an Instagram. It's on my about section of my channel. Like if you go to the about section, you can see Instagram and TikTok, but I almost never post. But I'll show you guys this Facebook video after. I never use Facebook either. I just despise social media in general these days, but I used to have to use Facebook as an actor in Korea. Oh, they decided to pick your poison? Sure. A lot of the agencies I worked with, they would go on Facebook in order to find actors who were not Korean, because they didn't want to go through your agency because the agency would charge them a lot more money. Anyway, we lose. Darn. I will see you in the next game. We are 3-1 now. Let's see if we can get the last one. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are. We're 3-1. Can never get a 5-0 in one of these things. We lost our 4-0 last match yesterday, and now we're 3-1, playing for 4-1 here. And I think I'm gonna keep this and see if we can pull out a win here. Oh yeah, the fire guys, I have no idea. Yeah, you'd have to look that up, but I mean, they're all over the place. Or do you mean the people Waft Turtle? Oh, Waft Turtle hired for the wedding or whatever? Or your friend's wedding? Yeah, they probably have an Instagram, for sure. But I know other people who did that. There was a burlesque dancer. There was a girl that I used to know in South Korea. They a lot of the expat or the foreigners over there that live over there, they started a burlesque company, and they used to do awesome stuff, really awesome shows and everything. And in Korea, it was very unheard of. Like Korean people were like, "What? It's stripping. It's strippers." And it's like, no, it's burlesque. There's this whole story being told here. It's like the opera, right? Like there's a story. It's singing, but you know, and it was always awesome to see Korean people come in and, you know, the women and men who were like basically almost naked on the stage, but dancing and crazy makeup and everything. I thought burlesque was really cool. And I knew a bunch of people who did it. One of the girls I knew who did it knew how to do the fire pot stuff. I guess we're going to get a red source here. and it was really awesome to watch her do her thing. She was very good. But that guy in Thailand was insane, and I think he was like drunk or whatever. Like he was just, you could tell he wasn't even like seriously trying. He was just like kind of doing his thing. Really cool. Anyway. Blue eye control looking weird nowadays. Oh, did I put blue eye control? I did put that. We changed it at the last second. I forgot to change the stream title. My bad, clown. Sorry, buddy. I guess I should change that with Temur Fireballs. Oh. There we go. Okay. Oh, great. The mirror. Would love to Nissa here, but no can do. I think I'm just gonna kill their, analyst. And be on with our lives here. Okay. Nissa into draw a fetch land next turn would be perfect. I don't do any more acting. No, hunting. And voice acting I stopped too. I used to do a lot of voice work. And that was all in Asia. My whole career was over there. And then I moved here. And it's very much a people business. It's a networking thing. And it doesn't transfer overseas. The United States and Europe, you'll have a lot more work going between them. But no. In Asia, like especially the mentality of a lot of the Asian, like in Korea, where I used to live, a lot of the agencies, a lot of the business, like the clients. I used to do jobs for Samsung, LG, Hyundai, Kia, like big international companies, but they don't want to work with you if you're not in Korea because they want to send people. There's every job I do, there's like a bunch of people from Hyundai, executives, like people way up in the marketing department come to the set and they try and like make sure everything's the way they want it and everything. It's really fucked up. It pisses off a lot of directors. Because I'm dead if I don't find a fourth land here. A lot of directors hate having the client over your shoulder telling you, hey, do this, do that. One of the TV commercials I did went viral for being so bad. The acting was so bad. It was like, I think the title on the post on Reddit was like, Samsung hires world's worst voice actors. Or world's worst actors. And one of them was me. And I'm like, oh shit. Somebody saw it on Reddit and they're like, dude, is that you? Is that a commercial you did? And I'm like, yeah, holy crap. They're saying you're the worst actor in the world. And I'm like, yeah, me and the other two people? Yeah. So I went on Reddit and I posted and I said, look, I can understand why it looks really bad. This is why. And I tried to explain and people were like, oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, it's being dubbed for the Japanese market or the Malaysian market. So when I deliver my lines, I have to speak slower than normal. The director will tell me, can we do that again? Can you speak more slowly? Yeah, okay. And then like it was a Samsung Evo SSD hard drive commercial. And they want me to hold up the hard drive at one point and go, oh, it's so light. And like do this. Like, I know when people see that, they think it's the cheesiest, stupidest thing they've ever seen. But what you're not realizing, it's not me acting doing this. It's the director telling me to lift it up and shake it to show how light it is. And even I'm like, really? But that's not what I would ever do in my life if I ever was in this position looking at this hard drive. And he said, I know, but the client is here. The client just wants to see what it looks like to do that. And, you know, so it's somebody at Samsung who doesn't know anything about advertising or whatever, like who doesn't make a commercial, never made a commercial. They are the ones kind of calling the shots. It's very frustrating because you hire somebody to do the job, you hire a production company to make a TV commercial, and then you hover over their shoulder and try and change a bunch of stuff. Like, and because of the hierarchy thing, like the production company, the director is never able to tell them, hey, can you back off? Let me do my job. That would be just unheard of. They would like, they would be so pissed. They would pull the plug on the entire commercial, you know? It's like this over there. It's very frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm gonna lose. Terrible draws this game. Not much I can do. Let's see if they can kill me here. Gonna be a lot of clicking. So I don't do any more acting, but I wanted to. I moved back to Canada in the middle of the pandemic. So at the beginning, right when it started breaking and everybody went into lockdown in May of 2020, I moved back. And So the whole industry was shut down. I had to wait. That's why I started streaming. That's when I was like, I want to do this kind of stuff. I used to do live news. I used to do broadcasting. I've done lots of theater and you name it. Like streaming, the entertainment side of it's easy for me. I can sit up here and talk all day. That was my job for years, in front of a camera talking. But and I'm a big gamer. I love games for my entire life. I've been a lifelong gamer. Every type of game, from card games like Magic, I've played since it came out, to board games and video games, of course, and everything. So I thought streaming's like the perfect intersection of the things I love and the things I'm good at. However, it's a tough thing to build. It has nothing to do with how experienced I am or anything else. I'm an actor and voice actor professionally, but that doesn't mean anything when it comes to streaming. The biggest streamers on the planet are not good entertainers. It seems like they're either really good at a certain video game, or they I don't know. On YouTube it's different, but like Twitch, like Shroud and like, I don't know, Dr. Disrespect. I mean, do I even want to mention his name now? But wow, they wipe both their own analysts. I guess they don't need them with the virtue in play, right? I'm just dead here. I have 8 mana. So I can bounce. Oh, this is only creature? Yeah, I'm dead. I'm very dead. I only have 2 fetch lands in the yard. Huh. Okay. Maybe I draw. No. The only reason I'm still alive is because they can't fireball me from 24. Well, actually, no, what am I saying? Of course they can. If they have a World Soul, I'm dead. Oh, that's nasty. Sure. Sure. I'm dead. Oh, Clown, no worries. Yeah. No, stream's going well, sure. Buddies have a fire performer company? Damn, there you go. Oh, they don't have videos? Oh, dude. Yeah, but I think Sakura, or Sakuta was saying they don't want to join the Discord, so I don't want to make them, but yeah. Who is Cassinet? Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. The comedian Vietnam. I don't know. And I'm not trying to take anything away from any of these people. Like, they do their thing. They're obviously very good at cultivating their communities, and they've got huge followings and stuff, but I don't know why some people have 50,000 people watching them, and other people have only 10 people watching them. I've seen some small streamers that were very good, and I thought, oh, they're great. I'm gonna scoop here, sorry. They're really great. Why aren't more people watching this person? They're entertaining, they're knowledgeable, they're eloquent, like they're explaining things in a really digestible way that people can understand. And then I switch over to, like, I don't know, like, if you sort Twitch by like the most views, it's like Nick Merckx has 50,000 people watching him play Call of Duty, and like the camera, you can't even see his face on the screen because he's leaning too far forward, and there's no other interaction with chat or any games or anything else going on, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's weird to me, but this is the nature of the game. I don't know about Mr. Beast on YouTube. I know he's the biggest YouTuber, but I've never seen a Mr. Beast video. I don't know why. Like, everybody I talk to is like, yeah, his videos aren't very good, and I'm like, what? But how is that possible? How can everybody I talk to say that he's just meh, but he's a fucking multimillionaire? Like, every channel of his has millions of subs. What? There must be something that he's doing right. I don't know what it is. Is it just clickbait? I don't know. I hate clickbait. I hate clickbaity titles, and I hate. I don't have thumbnails of ridiculous facial expressions and all that stuff. I think it's so silly. The titles are so ridiculous too. Magic's like this too, right? Content creators with their ridiculous hot takes all the time. Everybody's got to have the hottest take, right? So what are we doing here in the mirror? Kind of interesting. I guess negate's amazing. Pick your poison. Turn the earth, maybe decent. Doppelgang. Take out fires, take out explosion? Am I crazy? Just take out all the removal? They're going to bring in graveyard hate, right? So what am I doing? Am I going to keep in a turtle Shigeki package, or am I going to cut that and put in like T-Rex in the mirror? T-Rex in the mirror seems pretty good. I'm actually going to try that. Oh, Kai Cenat. Yes, I do know who you're talking about, comedian. Yeah, he's got crazy number of viewers. I know. Sometimes he does like streams where he's just reacting to stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. That the reaction stuff is another one I'm not crazy about, but I almost started doing reaction videos for a site called stacked.com. They reached out to me and were like, "Oh, we think you'd be great to do these things." And then they kind of folded the whole site. I don't know what happened to them. The site's still up, but they shut down all the content creating stuff. I haven't seen any new things, so you got to play the game. Yeah. Yeah, right. No, you're right, do so. Yeah. No, you're right. You got to play the game. You got to be good at the game and stuff. Yeah. Like right now, I should be just playing the game here, but we got into this discussion and now I'm distracted, but the content's more important, yeah. Kids in the 3rd grade, damn. Yeah. College humor dimension 20? Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, improv's awesome. I used to do theater and I did improv for a little bit during that time. Yeah, I'm gonna go green with this, double blue with the brokers. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Improv's really tough though. Improv is like, when I started doing theater, I did live TV when I did the news, and I had like on Arirang, it was called Arirang TV in Korea. I was doing like they call it a corner. It just means like a segment, like I wasn't one of the main anchors, but they'd be like, okay, and blah, blah, blah. And now we're going to go over to Damien, who's going to talk about this. And then it would cut to me and I'd be like, hello, blah, 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 and I would do my whole thing, right? It was there was like a live news segment in the studio. And then there was another segment I used to do on location. It was a nightmare because the studio, the news started at 7 a.m. or whatever, and you had to be there at 5 for makeup and all the other stuff. It was ugh. I'm an idiot. I should have gotten back the analyst. At this point though, I think I might get back Nissa and then try and pick up another analyst next turn. I can go Nissa fetch land, see what happens. Acting's great. Oh, good for you, Sitar. Yeah, do it, dude. Yeah, I'm terrible at singing, but I wish I was good. Analyst? Got everything I need in my hand. I guess I got another green here. God damn it. Nissa's been such a cruel mistress to me today. Never finds analyst. That other game, she found all the copies of herself. Nasty. Yeah, what kind of music? I'm curious, Sitar, yeah. I think that's great. Nice, do so. Yeah, I like it. Oh, the clickbaity thing. Yeah. I do love it. There's a lot of things I've learned over the last 3 years of streaming, and I was shocked at how much you come to, how you grow to care about your community. Like, I don't know, I watch a lot of these people and I think they don't give a shit about any of these people in the chat. The people in the chat are just dollar signs for them, you know what I mean? But as a smaller streamer, like, you know a lot of the people. I didn't realize how many people want to just be in a place where, they can leave it on in the background. There's some interesting conversation happening, or maybe some funny moments and some, good gameplay. And that's it. I just like hanging out here, I kind of like always thought, why would people want to hang out with me here when they could be, hanging out with somebody who's much more entertaining or better at the game or whatever it is, right? This is tough. I don't think I can win now. Again. So land. Nothing I can do here. I need another fetch land. Okay. Go. But then people hang out, and then I actually enjoy like talking to a lot of the people in here. I want to know how they're doing. I get to know their lives. They tell me about their families and what's going on with their job and da-da-da, and I love it. That aspect I didn't see coming. I didn't think it would be that I would get that attached to the people in my channel, you know what I mean? It's weird. And then it goes both ways. There's people who don't like my channel. Oh, come on, do so, you're awesome. Thank you for the sub, man. The prime sub, I appreciate it. Do so, you're a legendary dolphin. Thank you for the sub, dude, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's kind of awesome. It's awesome to see. And then when people ask me like, do you like doing it? Like, why do you put so many hours and da da da? And it's like, yeah, but I do. I like doing it. That's why I'm doing it. They have another Nissa in hand. Yay, yay. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I could just also slam T-Rex here, which is insane, but hold on a sec. How many lands? I have 3 in the yard. I think I have to do this, right? Shit. I don't have a spelunking. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. Oh, and the land. Yeah. No, so I can cast T-Rex here. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, plus the fetch lands. I could doppelgang. Another analyst. Oh, this is gonna get really tricky right away here. Hold on, before I keep rambling about other stuff, let me try and not lose this game. Now we have a chance. I thought I'd be dead already with my opponent's draw, but apparently not. So I have 10, 11. I go 6 for analyst down to 5. And then analyst makes 4, 7. Analyst makes 7, and then I Rex. Slam? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and I milled another one. Okay, well, wait. I milled a basic? I don't know if that's actually going to work then. 4, 5. I think it should still be enough. I just can't fetch with all these fetches, that's all. Okay. Yeah. Decline. Green. Blue, green. It doesn't really matter. 12 mana. I can make 3 copies of a bunch of permanents, so I can make a bunch of lands here. And then what? I virtue? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This gets rid of 3 cards? I have so many options here. I'm gonna go Doppelgang X is 3. 9, 11, 10, 11, 12. Let's go X is 3. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, is that crazy? Or should I just make all lands? So this is going to give me 6 more lands, and then I'm going to have 7 mana. I don't have any more basics in the deck. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. Okay, make a bunch of mana. We might do this. Okay, so then I go Virtue. Oh man, we're going off here. Okay, now I've got a lot of mana. Let's go Deluge. Find that Fireball to end this. Shit. I have no more way to withdraw cards here. Damn it. So... Okay, let's slam this. Okay, now what happens if I doppelgang this? That's pretty good. I have 18 mana. 12, 14. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Woo! Oh, we're making big mana now, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you want to see big things happen, honey? Here we go.
Woo-wee! Ba-bam! Scoop it up. Let's go to game 3, honey. Let's do it. God damn. Doppelgang's a hell of a drug. Doppelgang is a hell of a drug. Combat. I attack. I attack. You're gonna die to poison. Nice. Thanks. Doppelgang. Almost crashed the program with all that. If I tap my mana here, I'm gonna crash the program. We found it. We found the line. You gotta, I mean, we didn't see World Souls, so we had to make do with Tyrannex. Tyrannex was good enough. 4 of them. 4 of them was good enough. I think we got lucky. I think my opponent just, with all this going on, they could have gone off so much quicker than us if they had a Virtue or a World Soul there, but we're just lucky they didn't have either of those things. Maybe I keep in the removal to deal with their random dorks. I feel like I'm just ignoring their Nissas. I'm just gonna do my Nissa analyst thing faster than they are, right? Like, is that what I'm gonna do? I don't know. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Sorry. I'm stuck. If I'm stuck, a deck you're my go-to. Thanks, Pappy. Hell yeah. Melodic metal? Oh, nice. Power metal, yes. Oh, dude, I love metal. A lot of different death metal, power metal, hair metal. One of my buddies is crazy about metal. He got me into a lot of that. He sends me stuff, and I'm like, oh. 100 demons, or Santa Sangre. That's like heavy. That's like heavy shit. Santa Sangre, H2O, Terror. All that stuff back in the day. That's not really, I guess that's like heart. No, that is metal, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah. Symphonic metal. You're talking about like Dragon Storm, or no, what are they called? Like the crazy guitar riffs and everything. Yeah, like symphonic metal. Nightwish. Oh, cool. I gotta get some recommendations here. Triple Death, I know. The HP and the poison. Love to hear. Yeah. Well, yeah. So what are you saying, Sitar? What are you into? What are you liking? Oh, metal. It is metal. Speed metal. Whoa. That's tough. Dragon Force. That's who I'm thinking of. Dragon Force. Yeah. Bomb Diggity said it right as I thought. Yeah. Isn't that, would that be symphonic? Because they're very melodic, right? They're not just like super growly and like super low, like, heavy distortion, heavy metal. They're not like black metal. They're like symphonic. What would you call them? I don't even know. Melodic metal? Am I keeping this? I can keep this. So Riveteers gets red here, our only red source, so this has to get green. But, oh, okay, do so. Take care. Thank you, buddy. I will. Appreciate you. Appreciate the sub, man. Yeah, let me know, Sitar. Now Sitar's like, this is more questions than I was... I shouldn't have said anything. Ghost? What's Ghost? I don't know what Ghost is. The band? Ghost? I've never heard of them. Sure, I'll give any new band a listen. What is the genre for Ghost? That's a good question. I like a lot of different music. I learned how to play piano at a very young age. I played piano for about 16 years, so I love classical music. And then I love hip-hop. I love metal. What? Colin! This is not Bread and Fred. Colin Duh. You're a legend. 41 months. You're my hero, Colin. Thank you, buddy. How's life? How's everything going over there on the other side of the pond? How's work? You still busy? What are you playing these days? Have you played? Oh no, you're not playing Hades 2 till it comes out, right? Vector. Oh, interesting. Trash metal. Oh, I love it, Tenub. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. I gotta write some of this down. So Vector, Ghost, and I think who else gave a recommendation? Somebody earlier. Nightwish. Nightwish. Cool. Always looking. I'm going on a 5-hour road trip tomorrow, so I need stuff to listen to. I'm sure my wife will be fine with trash metal. She'll be fine. I'm gonna read the tears here and pass. They've got the analysts before me. They were on the play this game, so hopefully we can go off before they can. We shall see. Got my negate up, though. Got my trusty negate. I'm ready. Give me something to shoot. I'm like a cop right out of training. Just can't wait to start shooting people. In the States. In the UK, it's not like that. As far as Zona goes... Oh, nice. Okay. Thrash metal. Okay, I was like, trash metal. Interesting. Like, I don't know. They sound like the band Garbage from back in the 90s? Remember Garbage? Yeah, neither do I. Okay. 4 lands here. Oh, god damn it. I gotta break this up, but I just can't. I can't World Soul either of these. I should have played blue and left up Deluge, actually. That was dumb. But I anticipate I'm gonna be analysting here. We shall see. Oh, nothing. I'm not looking for anything specific. I just love all sorts of different genres of music. So if I welcome recommendations from every genre. I listen to a lot of hip hop these days. I listen to less metal than I have before. I used to listen to a lot of hardcore punk, but I haven't listened to that in a long time. And of course, I listen to classical music. I listen to old rock. When I play guitar, so I used to play, you know, Beatles and the Doors and like Rolling Stone, like all this old classic 60s, 70s rock and stuff. So I don't know, like I gotta listen to everything. So I'm just looking for any recommendations. I like it all. I like some EDM. There's some electronic music that I like. So I have a very eclectic tastes. But Song of Night, which I know is Wishmaster. Misheard lyrics video. Oh, I don't know. Hey, if you're old, you're in the right place, buddy. I'm old as shit. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. I feel great. Pumping myself with carbs and estrogen. Feeling fantastic. 43 years old, feel like 30. No problem. Okay, I'm gonna let that resolve. I want to counter this, but I can't. Suicide Boys. Okay, hold on. I'm continuing to write these down. Okay. Talked about streams. I prefer smaller ones, which is possible to talk to people. I know. Yeah, Sakuda. It's the nature of it. I think it's silly because I think the advertisers should be paying the streamer, not you guys. It should be it's like YouTube, right? You should be able to sub for free, and then advertisers are the ones who actually generate the revenue for the platform and end up paying the content creators. I wish it was like that, but Twitch is weird, yeah. But you're right, it can be frustrating. Oh. 1. What do I do? I could World Soul X's 3 Nissa. What if they have a negate here? I'm gonna do this. Okay. Let's see if we can get out of this. Okay, probably getting a 3rd blue source. Okay. So now I can set up a turn where I can go Nissa activate analyst. They need to find another analyst here. Oh man, let's see if they get it. I knew they had another Nissa in hand. I was just hoping they don't hit an analyst here. Or have a fetch land. But they had the fetch. Do they hit the analyst? Yeah, that's trouble. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, you saw Korn live. Damn. I've not seen Korn before. Jamming to a lot of Mac Miller. All J. Nice. Mac Miller I like. Korn and I Prevail? Why do you know what it's going to be next week? That's interesting. Then everything starts hurting, Bomb Diggity? Yeah. The last time I played soccer was like that. Texan Comrade, get out of here. Seriously? With the tier 1 sub? Thank you, buddy. You are awesome. Texan Comrade, you're a legend. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That means the world to me. It's hard. It's every little bit of support. It's so big. It's such a big deal for me, for the channel, that you know, it's weird. Yeah, like we were talking, like Sakuda was saying there. You go to some other channels, it's just like sub. It doesn't mean anything after a while, you know. I really appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate your support. Jonathan Davis' son is an EDM DJ. Hi, I'm Ghost. Oh, interesting. Jonathan Davis is one of the guys in Korn? But yeah, Bomb Diggity, I played soccer recently with, not recently, but like this is like a year ago now, with people. And the next day I was like, oh my god, I'm sore. What the hell? But usually I'm going to the gym and trying to take care of myself. I haven't been to the gym since last year. Since September of last year, I'm really slacking. But when I don't go to the gym, I don't gain weight, I lose weight. I'm so skinny and like frail right now. I feel, yeah, it's bad. The lead singer, nice. Spotify seems to find trends. Yeah, pretty soon AI is just going to be telling us, here, this is what you like, now listen to it. You're going to be like, okay, it knows better than I do, so why not? It's inevitable. Spotify's already doing that, right? Aren't they already doing something with AI to like curate playlists and stuff for people? I know they have an algorithm doing that, but they're going to incorporate AI into that at some point. Okay. Are you ready to make some shit happen? Let's get some more lands in the yard. Oh, god damn it! What? Come on. That's the mill? That's what I get? Unbelievable. Let's actually leave up the green. Doesn't really matter, but that was brutal. I tried to mill. I mean, I would have shuffled it away as soon as I activated Analyst, but I tried to mill to get more lands in, and it milled 3 of the best spells, the legit ways I have to win the game, into the yard. Double Doppelgang and the World Soul. Jeez. That stings. Even Colin's like, I don't really play Magic, but I even felt that. Like, oof. I don't play soccer, but when I see one of those players get hoofed in the nuts, I'm like, oh god, oh. Oh, I could hear it. I could hear it from all the way in the stands. Alright, here we go. Should I do it again? I played my land. I'm gonna take this. Shit. I'm in trouble. Hold on. I can't do this, can I? Hold on. I think I need to leave up 1 mana to turn the earth here. Okay, I'm gonna Virtue. They have a Virtue? I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm not gonna survive this. I am not going to survive. Yup. Thought you might do that. That'll be GG. 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have 21 mana here. They need to get a few more lands into play, but I can turn the earth, gain 2 life, put 3 lands in the deck. Okay. Yikes. That mill, though, comrade, right? I know. It's okay, like, there's a chance they whiff here, and the reason is because of our life total. If we were at 20 life, we'd almost certainly be dead here. Okay, here we go. So I've got a turn here. I want to stop them from, like, I mean, it's not gonna do a ton, but the 2 life putting us to 27, as well as a little bit of a, cut on mana here, hopefully matters, but I would be very surprised if we untapped again this game. I don't think we are. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have 18 plus. Yeah, they're gonna run out of. Yeah, they've got no more basics in the deck. 18 mana doesn't do it. They need to have a doppelganger or something else to copy Virtue and then really generate a shit ton of mana. 5 copy 6. Yeah, so if they have they need a doppelgang. If they doppelgang X is 1, copy Virtue, and then they could generate 30 mana and kill me. Let's see if they do it. Man, the math is crazy in this deck, and the mirror is so complicated. Like, I mean, it's weird because it's not like a blue-white control mirror where you have a lot of ways to interact. You have very few ways to interact. You just have to do your math, well. They do their math, and you do the math on their turn, and you're like, well, if they have this, then I lose. Sometimes you have a negate or something to interact, but it basically just comes down to, do they have it? I can't stop them from having it. Oh, they have the doppelgang. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's see if they crash the program. There's 30 triggers from Nissa. They put 6 of these into play. They could crash the program here. They got to be very careful. When you have that many virtues, as soon as if you go QQ and tap all your mana, you crash the program. You got to be very careful with Doppelgang. It's so ridiculous, but it is I've crashed the program with this deck before. Sometimes I had the ability to crash, and I had to be very careful not to tap all my mana. Each land was tapping for like 15,000 mana. So remember, it's cumulative, right? This is 3 to the 6th power. 3 to the 6th power. Is it 6? I can't even tell. I think it's a 6. So why does that number look so weird? That's not a 5. So anyway, the 3 to the 6th power means it's a big number. Just it'll crash the program, trust me. And look at 30 triggers. They've got to click on all of these triggers. When I said this deck was cancer to play online, this is what I'm talking about. This is why a lot of people don't play this deck. They might time out here. Let's see. I know, Finkel's in the PT, Waft Turtle, and he's playing Storm. Like, did I win the lottery? I'd love to see it, but did you see my comment on Discord? This Pro Tour is going to have a lot of 10-minute turns. It's going to have a lot of people sitting there watching their opponent, and the commentators are trying to fill the dead air, and they're like, well, yeah, so he's looking for this right now, and he's still thinking about it, and his turn's been 8 minutes now. He's still going. He's still Nadu, because Nadu is non-deterministic, right? So when you go off with Nadu, you have to keep looking. You have to keep doing the things. You can't just go, okay, I'm gonna do this, make infinite mana, draw my deck, and then or the storm count is 30. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards. I'm gonna find grape shot. Here's the grape shot. I can draw my deck. Here's the grape shot. I kill you. Nadu, you have to do the whole thing step by step by step. So it's it's gonna be. I know people are excited, but oh my god, we untapped. We untapped. They couldn't find World Souls? You kidding me? One, two, three. I only have 3 lands in the yard. 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 3 basics left in my deck. So 4 mana, activate. I generate. Yeah, I 4 mana. I generate 6. see if this works. I don't know if people play Tidebinder anymore. I don't think they do. I took Tidebinder out of my deck a while ago. I don't see any of the lists with Tidebinder, but that could wreck me here. Nope. Great. They're at 38 life, so this is going to be interesting. I don't know if I can beat them here, but we are going to try. The last game we beat them was pretty insane. We went off out of nowhere and killed them with a bunch of T-Rexes. Which, you know, it's a nice way to kill them. If they've got 38 life, maybe I just go poison, poison, poison. They're deluging in response to my triggers. That is very strange. They have 2,180 blue mana left from tapping that one island. So each of their lands is making over 2,000 mana each. So yeah, they have to be very careful. If they you know, tap all their mana, they could crash the program here. That number obviously can't even be rendered properly. The 0 is underneath. That's 2,180 mana, I believe. Running Turn the Earth. Yeah, so the reason I'm running it is because I copied the list from a very excellent player that goes under the radar. I know a lot of average, you know, your average Magic player probably has no clue who this person is, but I know who they are, and all the pros know who they are. Oh. Sure. Okay. I guess I don't get a bunch of mana. Sure. His name is Tristan Wild LaRue. And he's a very good player. And this is the list I am playing right there. He came in top 4 at a 10K 400 player tournament. He came in 4th, I believe, 3rd or 4th. So I have 9 mana here. 10, 11. Oh, come on. 12. Okay. I have no more lands to fetch. So let's see here. Virtue. Wow, look at that. I cannot believe our mills. I literally milled every single win condition in my deck except the Tyrannex. So I need to find Tyrannex here. But even that's way too slow. I mean, they're going to untap and kill me, right? Okay. I'm clicking. I clicked it already and the timer's still going down. Oh, it's on them. Uh-huh. 5 mana left. If this resolves and I have 6 blue, I have what, 15 mana? Deluge? Yeah, so I can deluge for like a negate or something here. Did they tap mana? Oh, they have a negate. Sure. They have it all, huh? God, it's going so slow. Look at how slow it's going. I'm clicking and it's taking like 4 seconds to like do. I think it's because my opponent's floating 4,000 mana here right now. Literally. 4,000. Turn the Earth. Okay, I have to pass. Let's pass. I don't think I'm winning this game. They know my entire hand except Memory Deluge. Maybe they time out. You never know. Post Swedes on Discord? What did you do? Yeah. Popped into a massive stack trigger, yeah. But yeah, Turn the Earth is weird. So he was playing 2 Turn the Earth in the sideboard, and I was like, oh, I think it's one of those really skill-intensive cards. Like, it's all about timing, right? If you can just nail the timing with this card, it just wins you the game. Because it comes down to this one big turn, right? In the mirror or against other decks. Like the 4-color Legends deck. You know, Turn the Earth when they go to Takenuma and you put that Slowgurk or whatever else they're trying to put, you know, get in their hand, you put it back into their deck. It's not amazing, but it's really just for the mirror. I think that's why he's playing it. They're looking for more. They're looking for the fireballs. I think we just milled ourselves to death here. That is brutal. I can't win now. If I had a Tyranix and a Doppelgang, I could do what I did last game, but I can't do that anymore. But I'm at 30 life, so well, it doesn't matter. As soon as they find a fireball. Let's see if they tap all their mana and crash the program. That's my only hope now. Can we win off a crash? We shall see. Chill step. Well, what if you don't want music? What? Chill step? But what if you don't like that kind of music? We're talking about all the genres here, not just one genre. Oh, Ghost is Swedish. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for, yeah. Are they're a metal band? There's a lot of metal bands that come out of the Scandinavian countries, right? Swedish metal is really big. Same with Dutch and is it Finnish or Danish? One of the other countries is big for metal. But Sweden's the big one, I think. Sweden has tons of metal bands. No, if they crash, their client... Oh, X is 80. Okay, deal. Well, that's the game. We lost. Thank you for watching, everybody. That will be our tournament. We end up 3-2. A little bit sad, but I feel like the Temur Fireball's mirror is just a random coin flip. Just whoever mills better, draws better. Like, there's so much variance involved. It's a tough one, but we'll try again next time. Thank you for watching. Take care, everybody. Peace.